Back in 2008, Ecocapsule showed up with a tiny housing concept that honestly felt like it came from the future. It wasn't until 2014 that a working prototype finally landed, but once it did, it completely changed how people looked at off-grid living and tiny homes in general. From that point on, Ecocapsule became one of those designs that you just don't forget once you've seen it. And it's easy to see why these things grab so much attention. That iconic egg-shaped design is only part of the appeal. The capsules are modular, which means owners can dial in a lifestyle that actually fits how they want to live. On top of that, they're designed to run completely off-grid, thanks to a serious battery setup of up to 28.8 kilowatt-hours, a 2,800-watt solar array, and a fresh water tank holding about 150 liters. Inside, you still get all the essentials, including a kitchen, bathroom, and a flexible living space that doubles as a bedroom. Since 2014, these capsules have popped up all over the world, often in places you'd never expect. Some are used as boutique hotel rooms, others are customized to match local styles, and plenty end up in the hands of independent nomads who want to live off the beaten path. Over the years, Ecocapsule has also introduced multiple sizes, including the next gen and the current XL version. The XL is aimed at families and can sleep up to 4 adults, while the classic model is best suited for couples or maybe a small family with 1 child. Of course, all of this innovation comes with a price, and Ecocapsule units tend to sell out fast. Pre-orders are open again, and the standard capsule starts at €99,000, which puts it around $114,600 at current exchange rates. That price hasn't stopped demand, though, because these things consistently sell year after year. But here's where things get really interesting. A recent look at Ecocapsule's website reveals something new, something a bit more grounded and practical, but just as meaningful. It's called the Box, and it's aimed at people who want a permanent off-grid retreat or even a business built around self-sustaining living. The biggest headline here is the price. The box starts at €55,000, or roughly $63,700, which is a huge shift compared to the capsules. For anyone who loves Ecocapsule's quality and design philosophy but couldn't stretch the budget before, this is a big deal. Just like the capsules, the box is built around a serious power system. It can house up to 25.6 kilowatt-hours of battery storage, giving it enough juice to keep everything running around the clock. That power comes from an impressive solar setup with support for up to 9,000 watts of panels. If off-grid living is the goal, this thing clearly means business. Water is handled just as thoughtfully. The box can be filled from multiple sources, including natural ones like streams, as long as you add the optional water treatment system. Between the power and water systems, this unit is clearly designed to live off the land year-round. Ecocapsule even notes that the box arrives ready to use as soon as it's delivered. When colder months hit, you can pack it up and come back when you're ready, or keep using it thanks to its 4-season design. That year-round capability is backed up by proper heating and cooling and solid insulation, rated at an R value of 7 square meters Kelvin per watt in the walls. That makes it easy to imagine this unit holding up just fine in colder climates. Design-wise, the box takes a more traditional, home-like approach compared to the futuristic capsule. It uses a carbon steel frame, combined with natural materials and lots of wood to create a healthy, eco-friendly interior. The walls and roof are made from PIR panels, which help with thermal performance, and buyers can choose their preferred exterior cladding to personalize the look. Rather than getting lost in a checklist of bathroom and kitchen features, it's worth just taking in the visuals. Many of the images you'll see aren't renderings at all, which means the box really does look this good in real life. The large bedroom windows, floor-to-ceiling glass doors, and smart use of privacy at each end of the unit all stand out. There's even the option to add a terrace outside, expanding your living space and your view. When it comes time to move it, the box follows the classic tiny home playbook. It's transported by crane and flatbed trailer with one experienced driver handling the job. Just make sure you're following local road laws and looking into permits if oversized transport is required. And finally, here's a detail that a lot of people will be happy to hear. Ecocapsule is one of the few European tiny home manufacturers that actually ships to the United States. That alone opens the door for a lot of folks who've been watching this brand from afar. At this price point, it's easy to see why so many people are tempted to give this off-grid lifestyle a shot.